it came in like gangbusters mid-afternoon, and of course the peak of the storm happening right during the heart of the late afternoon rush hour. It was coming down as much as 1 to 3 inches of snow per hour. So let me give you the breakdown. It's going to be with us through this evening. You know, the heaviest snow from the hill towns and Catskills east, with the heaviest snow right now east of the Hudson Valley. Now it's going to taper off from west to east from 7 to 10 o'clock tonight. So it'll last a little bit longer for those of you in Berkshire and Bennington counties. Here's the winter storm warning in effect. Let's put the radar into motion here. You can see that distinct band now sitting over Berkshire County. To the west, we have some lighter snow. That's the lighter greens. Still some pockets of moderate snow here. Some decent snow now sliding up around the Great Sacandaga Lake, right through here. But by far, it's this band of snow that we've watched for the past 2.5 hours as we've been talking to you. It backed up to about the Hudson River, and then it started to push its way east. This is the pivot point. This is where you get the most intense snow, kind of extra convergence here. Northern Berkshire snowing like crazy from North Adams to Pittsfield to Conic Hills of Columbia County, down towards Ancram, into northern Dutchess County. This is the band where the snowfall rates right now up to 2 inches per hour, and this is slowly going to work its way off to the east. So the snow will let up here, won't be as heavy in the next hour to 2 hours as everything begins to shift eastward. Let's show you that circulation in the storm. Here it is. You can almost see, can you see that, what we call a comma head? Right like that? That's where the storm is, and it's tracking just south of Nantucket Island, and you can see the back edge of the snow, much lighter snow here, so everything will gradually shift off to the east. All right, let's head out to the weather deck tonight. Meteorologist Tim Drawbridge out there. Tim, I can tell, and we saw this on the radar, the snow is considerably lighter than it was, say, 30 minutes ago.
30 minutes ago, I could come out here and be covered within about 2 minutes. What a beautiful sight. This is what postcards are made of. Nice wet snow adhering to the trees. The wind isn't an issue. It's a little bit heavy when you sit back and try to clean off the car. Latest measurement on the top, at 4, we were at 3 inches. Now we're up to 5 here in the car, and that's what's settling during the course of the day beforehand. So since 4 o'clock, 2 inches of snow. Do the math. It's an inch of snow per hour with the snowfall right here in Albany. Check out some of the latest snowfall reports, the updates. Thank you to all the weather spotters. You guys were great. You gave us verification as to what was going on with the storm all day long. Whether you had snow or snow that wasn't really doing much accumulation, melting when it was hitting the ground today. A foot, East Burn, the update from Westerlo 9, Kingston 9, Philmont 10, Altamont 10. Gotta love the Nats with the plow truck in the background too, right? 8 inches of snow, Stockbridge, Windsor 7, Chatham 9, Rhinebeck now up to 10. Here at News 10, the update 6.5, Canaan 6, Falacia 7, Wyndham 7, Adams at 5, Copake, like we mentioned last half hour, a foot. West Salem Lake 7, Gloversville 5, Freehold 7.5. And the update, the further north you go, the least amount of snow. Lake Pleasant Cap, only 2 inches of snow.
Yeah, Adirondacks missed the meat of this storm, no doubt about that. But you'll get a few inches more later tonight into tomorrow with a little backlash from the storm. All right, mobile storm tracker's been out in this terrible weather in Columbia County. Sam Damasio driving up and down Route 22. Sam, I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad you're out of the car. I don't think I've ever seen snow come down that heavy. That is intense.
It really is. All Justin and I keep saying to each other is, wow, okay, it's getting worse, it's getting worse. I mean, it's beautiful, but the roads really are treacherous, and there's not a lot of people out right now. The only people that are out are the plow drivers. If you look here, the Love's gas station, they've got their plow out here doing the driveway in the parking lot of this gas station here. We're in Austerlitz still. And the other people we've talked to, again, just a lot of private plows out, grabbing something to eat, gassing up, and then headed out for a busy night. We also just talked to a crew of NYSEG workers. I asked them what time they started working, meaning today. He told me Friday morning, and that they've been working for 5 days straight, 18-hour days. They've been working between the last storm that we had last week and this storm now. So, but right before we went on, they got called to actually a branch down on power lines in Philmont. So they had to take off, but unbelievable. They are working hard, and they had the chains around their tires so that they were ready to go when a call came in, and that's exactly what they did. So it's going to be a busy night for those plow drivers and power companies working to restore any power outages, because again, this is thick, wet, heavy snow. And before we get back on the road to trek back to the station, Cap, I'll get you one last snowfall amount here in Austerlitz. Let me stick the ruler in here. Justin can. All right, we're approaching 7 inches here, and it doesn't show signs of stopping. Live in Austerlitz with the Mobile Storm Tracker, sponsored by Curtis Lumber. Samantha Damasio, back to you in the studio, Cap.
All right, Sam, be safe. Take your time. It's tough driving, heavy, wet snow. And by the way, Sam measured 7 inches of snow, but don't forget there was about an inch, inch and a half there this morning that melted. So the actual storm total is 8.5, and the pavement's warm. So initially the snow was melting on the pavement. So that's 7 inches. It's actually a lot more with this storm. All right, here's the total snowfall forecast. 6 to 10 for the capital region up to Glens Falls. 8 to 14 to the west. Highest elevations a little bit over a foot just west of Albany. We've had reports of 12 to 15 inches of snow in northern Dutchess County. Southeast Columbia County, Taconics, Berkshire, southern Vermont will end up with 8 to 14 inches of snow, and then much less snow as you head west. Another few hours, folks, and the worst will be over. John?